Controversy continues around the setting up of a mine in one of Zambia's exquisite national parks, Lower Zambezi. That is the home to a number of wildlife species like lions, elephant, hippos and zebras. It was reported that the government, through Environmental Minister, gave the go-ahead to the setting up of a mine in a well-protected wildlife habitat. However, the matter has taken an interesting turn following a heavy backlash from citizens opposed to the mining project. Arthur Davis Sikopo reports from Lusaka in Zambia.
Zambia's first and one of the leading private media entities, Radio Phoenix, reported that Environment Minister Collins Nzovu said that government is allowing the setting up of a mine in a national park that had been under contention for over a decade, but now was cleared by the court. Founded in 1983, Lower Zambezi National Park sits on a 4,092 square kilometers area along the banks of the Zambezi River, where Lusaka province of Zambia borders Zimbabwe on the south. The mining issue came in over a decade ago after the area was discovered to be containing mineral deposits, and following an environmental impact assessment by the Zambia Environmental Management Agency, ZEMA, it was recommended that mining in the area should not go ahead for environmental and ecological reasons. However, the Minister of Lands, Harry Kalaba, in the foreign administration of the Patriotic Front, came in and overrode the Environmental Agency's ruling and gave a go-ahead to the mine on 17th January 2013. But concerned environmentalists and some stakeholders took the matter to court, contesting the minister's decision to allow the mining to go on. Robert Chimambo has been one of the litigants in this matter.
We sued the original fellows from Australia. There are serious issues on the environmental law and the mining law. When we went to court, we were dealing with an EIA which was done in 2011. Under the laws, environmental impact assessment, they expire. For a very good reason. The environment is dynamic. So even if that judgment is being made, it's an academic exercise.
In 2021, the court ruled that mining can go on. And it is from that point that the Minister of Environment, Collins Nzovu, told the media that government had no choice but to allow mining to go on, a point many Zambians, including Golden Party, an opposition political party led by Jackson Silavwe, rose against.
Based on the ZEMA report, government still has the absolute right to cancel the mining license of the Australian-based company
Mwembeji Resources, that wants to go ahead with the mining called Kangalui Copper Mine, is poised to go ahead with the mining, as confirmed in a statement by its managing director, Mulengami Kalile. But Mr. Chimambo, an environmentalist and one of the litigants in the Rood case, vows that this is a start of another battle.
So this mining thing, yayamba chaben kondo. If they want to push, we are going to fight this thing. It isn't finished. We're going to fight.
Opposition leader of the UPND outfit, Hakainde Hichilema, also vehemently opposed the mining in the national park, as confirmed in his tweet of 26th January 2014, among other posts. But today, that he is president of Zambia, Hichilema has personally not given a concrete view on the matter. Musonda Kens of Care for Nature opposes the mines and lays out her concerns.
About 2,000 plus mining companies that we have, only about 56 have been submitting to the Environmental Protection Fund. So meaning that the Ministry of Mines has had challenges ensuring that these mines adhere to environmental rules. So how would the case of the Lower Zambezi be different? So we find it very, very difficult to believe the damage is irreversible. Some of the indigenous trees you cannot replant. They will still be going through the mine, and then this is where people are saying we are having human-animal conflict.
And what is the ultimate voice of the concerned stakeholders in this matter? Jackson Silavwe of the Golden Party of Zambia
appealed to government through President Hakainde Hichilema to listen to the majority stakeholders and citizens and stop this project.
Ms. Nsama Kens still has hope that other line ministers, like those of water development, mining and tourism, put up relevant arguments and statutes in defense of the ecological setup of the area.
So hope is not lost because the Act of 2015, which we have, says that if there are any other sectors that are affected, those ministries need to come on board and consult.
And young people, through Matthew Zikalabo of the United Nations Youth Association, are also hopeful that the right thing will be done in preserving the environment for them as they grow up.
It's really a concern for the young people because we are still growing. We don't know the effects that that mine will bring. Let us also consider the wild species. They're going to bring down a number of trees that are able to sink the carbon emissions from the atmosphere to help to fight or to combat climate change. The same mining they're going to put, they will be using energy that also may be machinery that will be also emitting into the carbon emissions that in the atmosphere. So meaning that we are not doing anything in terms of combating climate change.
After a strong backlash from citizens, now Green Economy and Environment Minister Collins Nzovu issued a statement that government is still committed to ensuring that all commitments made by the previous administration of the Patriotic Front are binding and will be done in a legal manner that will not interfere with any institution of governance, meaning the mining will go on. Reporting for the SABC's Channel Africa in Lusaka, Zambia, I am Arthur Davis, Scopo.
The time is now 1946 Central African Time. It's time for me to leave you with Tabuso Lohoko for your latest economics news, as well as Neto Chimani with your sport.
A very good evening. Mali has failed to meet a debt payment of around $4.5 million on treasury bonds and is blaming sanctions imposed by West Africa's economic bloc and regional central bank. The junta's finance ministry in Mali says that the deadline to meet the coupon payments on two sets of bonds has passed on January